I too. I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful we are and be ashamed. I too am America.
James Hughes was born on February 1st, 1902 in Joplin, Missouri, to Native Americans with Afro-American ancestry. His mother, Carrie Langston, was a school teacher, and his father was James Nathaniel Hughes. Shortly after his birth, his father abandoned their family and later filed for divorce. Seeking desperately to acquire a job, Carrie traveled to and fro for better opportunities. Carrie's mother took over the responsibility of bringing up little James Hughes in Kansas. However, when old age caught up with her, she couldn't take good care of him, and when he was 13, his grandmother expired. After the death of his mother, he moved to Ohio, where he finally lived with his mother. As a young boy, Hughes felt tremendously insecure as the love he sought from both parents was never received by him. In high school, he learned about various authors and poets. In one such lesson, he came across the works of Carl Sandburg and Walt Whitman, who inspired his flair for writing. He regularly wrote poetry for his school's literary magazine, and gradually his drive for writing poems and short stories developed. He also submitted his poetry to other dailies that rejected his work. During this phase, his mother and stepfather moved to Chicago as his stepfather had procured a better job. But Hughes stayed back in Ohio to complete his high school education. His father, James Nathaniel, stepped into his life once again and offered to take him home to Mexico for the summer vacation. He agreed to live with his father in one of knowing him better, but their bond couldn't thrive. After the summer, he returned to Cleveland, Ohio to complete his high school. By then, his poetry skills had started getting even better. His teachers commended his writings. And encouraged him to study at Columbia University. Hughes wrote more than 60 books in many genres: poetry, fiction, autobiographies, and children's books. The Negro Speaks of Rivers, The Weary Blues, and Not Without Laughter are some of his famous works.
Are you wearing old dreams breaking out at the seams? They should be new. And have I got the bargain? You lucky people.
Langston Hughes was one of the leading figures in Harlem Renaissance, a black literary movement that flourished during the 1920s in Harlem, a neighborhood in New York City. In poems like I Too and The Negro Speaks of Rivers, Hughes took a different approach, rejecting European literary techniques like meter and rhyme, trying to develop new ways of writing to capture black experience. I Too builds on Whitman, but also critiques him for excluding the black experience from his account of American life. I Too was first published in Langston Hughes' 1926 collection Weary Blues. It was written during the 1920s. This was a difficult and dark period in American race relations. Segregation was legal throughout the country. Black Americans lived as second class citizens, confined to isolated neighborhoods with poor schools. They often lacked the right to vote. In response to the oppressive they faced, Black Americans built new institutions like the NAACP to fight for equal rights. I too clearly takes aim at such hypocrisy, criticizing the absurdity of white families relying on the labor of black people while denying them decency, respect, and basic human rights.
I too is not a formal poem. It doesn't follow the rules of a fixed form like the sonnet or the villanelle. It does not have a meter and it is written in free verse. It does not have a rhyme scheme. In fact, the poem does not rhyme at all. One might understand this resistance to rhyme as a reaction to white European poetic traditions. I too is a cry of protest against American racism. Its speaker, a black man, laments the way that he is excluded from American society even though he is a key part of it. Throughout the poem, speaker insists that he is authentically American and that his community has made important contributions to American life. The speaker begins by announcing, I too sing America. Despite being treated like a second-class citizen, the speaker responds to injustice by declaring that he will love, eat well, and grow stronger.
You were in a movie? Why don't we have some cake?
I too sing America. I am the darker brother. They send me to eat in the kitchen when company comes, but I laugh and eat well and grow strong. Tomorrow, I'll be at the table when company comes. Nobody'll dare say to me, eat in the kitchen then. Besides, they'll see how beautiful I am and be ashamed. I too am America.